This will be my last part of the day. I promise. I promise. But yeah, yesterday, I had a lady come in who had, I think, about 5 kids. And she had, I think, maybe two smaller children. And I'm under the impression that when you have small children, they go in the cart. No matter how much they scream and kick and cry, they go in the cart. That's like what I've always done. Like when, you know, I babysat and I took them out places or whatever, I would put them in the shopping cart. Um, I put Dallas in the shopping cart, only because I know that he will grab things, pick them up, and, when he was a baby, he would put things in his mouth. So, you know, but yeah, and we have these little Japanese erasers, like they're really cute and they're shaped like different things, and we have them up front at what's called they call it like the impulse buy because, people see it and they're like, oh, I want that. But yeah, so we have them there, and one of the little kids picked it up and put it in their mouth. Like they put the packaging in their mouth and was chewing on it. And I looked at the woman and I said, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to pay for that. Um, because, we can't sell that anymore. So, you're gonna have to pay for that. And she tried the whole like she didn't understand what I was saying. Um, and so I had to pretty much like uh gesture it or whatever that game is where you do hand movements and crap and people try to guess what your thing is. But yeah. So I don't think she was too happy about it either. But I, you can't let kids put things in their mouth because that's really unsanitary. Like, well, you can't let kids put small things in their mouth because they could choke, and plus it's unhygienic when you just put it back. That kid could have, Ebola for all I know. Um, God, you know what I mean. But yeah, so she wasn't too happy about that, but I didn't care because people don't need to let their children pick things up. They need to watch that. Like that's just me, you know. And that's why I am only gonna have one child. One, and they will be in a cart when we go places. And I know people are gonna be like, well, it'll change, you'll change when you have a kid, and blah blah blah. Your beliefs or whatever will change. Like I've actually had people tell me that, and I'm like, no, no. I see how some kids are in my area, and I'm not gonna let my child be like that. I'm sorry. My child is going to learn respect, manners, and to not put crap in a store in their mouth. You know? Ugh. Whatever. Sorry if I step on people's toes, but, it is what it is. Yeah. Thursday through Sunday, I'm working in the photo lab. Woo! I still have to pick up people's crap, but I can actually do something. I'm not confined to a freaking box for 8 hours. I don't know who is closing on Thursday. Which is tomorrow when I go back at 3 o'clock. Thank God. Um, I know Friday Renee is closing, I believe, which is going to be awesome. I love when Renee closes. Saturday I don't know, and Sunday I don't know. I hope we don't have a repeat of last Saturday this Saturday. Last Saturday was awful. We didn't get ad tags put out until freaking 8. Oh, I don't know if I told that story or not on my last or when I did that other one. I don't remember. But yeah, Saturdays is now truck days. And truck day, is when we get all of our main shipment in. And we also have another truck day on Tuesday, which is um when um other things it's hard to explain. But anyways, I didn't come in until 3 o'clock that day, and the Saturday before that, we were told at 4 o'clock, totes need to be put back in the stockroom in a nice, neat manner and put to the side for Sunday, so people on Sunday can put the rest of the stuff up. And then we need to focus on ad tags, which means we need to go take down all the old ad tags and get ready to put the new ones up at 5 o'clock. which, is a very reasonable request. You know. Well, this Saturday our new EXA started, or well, she didn't start. She'd already been there for a few days. It was my first day working with her. And I asked her, I was like, okay, well, I told her what was told of us last Saturday, and I was like, is it okay if we start doing that now? And she's like, no, 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 I want you to finish totes. I want you to focus on totes, and, we'll worry about ad tags at like 6 o'clock. And I was like, okay, you're the boss. So, and I was working cosmetics that night, and I also had a lot of boxes that needed to be put up in cosmetics or something, like they needed to be put in overstock or whatever. And I couldn't get to those because I had to work on the totes, and I didn't even, like, I attempted them, but I didn't get a whole lot put up. Um, but yeah, so a lot of things happened, and we were down a person because the floor person had to leave because of some personal matters. So it was just me, Jen, and Photo, and then whoever was up front. But I think Sarah was up front. Um, and it's hard when you only have two people that can really do anything, since the person up front is very limited to what they can do. Um, Sorry if my voice gets higher and lower. I keep kind of like pulling the microphone down because my hand's getting lazy. But yeah, anyways, me and Jen worked on what we could with um, totes, and then I was in charge of doing breaks, so I had to do breaks, and I had to take my own breaks. Um, and when I got like I couldn't take lunch until 8 o'clock, which our lunches are supposed to be done by 7 o'clock. Like the night shifts or the evening shifts lunches are supposed to be done at 7 o'clock. Um, it's a little stretch for 7:30, but 7 o'clock is when we need to have them done. So to have them done by 8:30 was a nightmare. When I got back, the ad tags were just being pulled out of the office. I was given a stack for cosmetics, and I was told, here, take these, put them up. I was like, okay. Um, and on top of that, I had to clean up a mess in the bathroom and outside in the hallway where somebody had decided to shit everywhere. Um, Little poop droplets everywhere. It was gross. Ugh. Um, but yeah, so ad tags didn't get put up until, yeah, I barely managed to get that done. I don't know. I want to say that I've already told this story on here. I don't know. I might have told it to somebody else. Or I think I told it to my aunt last night. Anyways, but yeah, so I told Renee when she got there for night shift, I was like, yeah, so not a whole lot got done in terms of straightening, but I did get my ad tags put up, what I was given. And she was like, and then she was told about the whole bathroom thing. She was like, you know what? Because you did that, I don't care if you straightened. I'm just glad you didn't leave it for me. And I was like, thank you. You're welcome. Um, but yeah, that was crazy, and I really hope that it's not repeated this Saturday, because Lord help us. I really didn't like that night. I came home in a very bad mood that night because everything was not done how it was supposed to be done. And like I'm a person who like when they're told to do something a certain way, like I have to do it that certain way. And I like for there to be order when there's at work. Like I'm okay with a certain amount of disorder, but like not the whole night. That really irritates me. But the good thing is that I've been told that if I were to pursue a path to management, that I would have no problem because I've shown vast improvements over the last year. So that's a relief. But all right, it's almost 10 minutes again, so I'm gonna end this because I really don't think you guys want to do a part five. So I will talk to you guys later. Peace out and stay geek and all that good stuff. Ah.